Indian Society Previous Year Questions, 2023. First question. Explain why suicide among young women is increasing in Indian society. The increase in suicide rates among young women in Indian society is a multifaceted issue, influenced by a combination of socio-cultural, economic, and psychological factors. The National Crime Records Bureau, NCRB, data indicates that the suicide rate for young Indian women has risen from 12.7 per 100,000 in 2011 to 17.5 per 100,000 in 2021. 1. This trend is alarming and has been the subject of various studies and discussions. One of the primary reasons for the increase in suicide among young women in India is the lack of social and financial independence, which is often coupled with restrictions on their movement outside homes. This can lead to feelings of hopelessness and despair. 1. The societal pressure for early marriage and the associated challenges, such as domestic violence and dowry demands, also contribute to the mental distress that can lead to suicide. 3. Another significant factor is the stigma surrounding mental health, which prevents many from seeking help or even acknowledging the existence of a problem. This stigma is particularly pronounced for young women from marginalized sections of society who already face intersecting structural subordination. 4. The increase in suicide rates among young women is also linked to the broader issue of gender inequality and the lower status of women in Indian society. Despite advancements in education and empowerment, women often face barriers to opportunity and autonomy, which can lead to a conflict between their aspirations and the reality of their social environment. 19. Furthermore, the methods of suicide used by women in India tend to be more fatal, contributing to the higher rates of completed suicides compared to attempts. 19. This is in contrast to some Western countries, where men use more lethal means, resulting in more deaths despite women attempting suicide more often. In addition to these factors, the role of the media and the influence of unrealistic expectations of beauty and success can create additional stress and low self-esteem among young women. 1. The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic has also been noted, with an increase in domestic violence and reduced safety nets and protective factors. 9. To address this issue, a multi-pronged approach is necessary, including gender sensitization programs, expanding counseling services, women's helplines, and systemic efforts to promote education, financial independence, and social liberty for women. 1. Collective efforts from family members, health planners, policymakers, and NGOs are essential to prevent these suicides and support the mental health and well-being of young women in India.